Hi everyone. So it's time again for our weekly zone cleaning episode. If you're not familiar with zone cleaning is part of the Fly Lady method of cleaning, and it's basically where you divide your home into 5 zones, and each week we work in one zone. So you're kind of focused on where in your house you're working on your deep cleaning task, so it's not so overwhelming as when you just kind of look at your house as a whole and are not sure what to work on or where to begin. So every week I share with you what's on the list that I have on my list for the current zone that we're in. That way, if you want to use this like as a practice to work on those zones as they come along each week, you can just listen to the episode, hear the items on the list, and then decide what you might want to work on. So it's kind of just like a reminder list that you can listen to and not have to keep track yourself if you don't want to do that. You can, of course, keep your own list if there's certain things that you want to work on. There's a Fly Lady app that I use to keep track of my things, although I currently have mine typed in the computer because my Fly Lady app crashed a few weeks ago, and I still haven't re-customized it because it was just really crazy. I had customized it so perfectly over time. But anyway, there's apps, there's manual written forms you can use. But the idea with this episode is that you could just listen and hear some things that are on the list and pick some things to work on that you haven't done in a while in the zone. So the purpose of zone cleaning is these are like your deep cleaning tasks. So you're working throughout your home over the course of the year. You're always working on little of these deep cleaning tasks over time. And you don't have to do like this major big like spring cleaning type overhauls because you're always working on those little things throughout your house. So this is just that type of cleaning. It's not like your regular cleaning your bathrooms, doing your dishes, all that type of stuff. So this week we are in zone 2, which is the kitchen. This is actually one of my favorite zones because it's like so like consolidated, I guess. You're in like one specific area, and it's just kind of nice. I always feel like there's so many little things that you can do and just like check them off really quick because a lot of things don't take that much time. When you have so many things on the list, it's kind of nice. It feels good to check off a whole bunch of things. But I do want to mention the idea with this is to not overwhelm yourself or make yourself crazy trying to complete everything on the list in one shot. The idea is that you do as much as you can, and then the next time the zone comes around, you work on the things you didn't get to last time, and so on until you've got everything done, and then you could start over again. And especially at this time of year, I'm sure everyone's really busy with the holidays and everything like that, and sometimes you just have to excuse yourself from not getting everything done that you want to get done so that you can enjoy the holidays and enjoy getting whatever things you need to get done and whatever special things, that aren't part of your normal routine that you want to do. Not that I'm encouraging, episode isn't supposed to not encourage you from keeping up with the cleaning because that feels good also, but there's like a balance. So you have to just kind of, remind yourself that you'll get it done next time, and whatever you get done is better than it was before. So just remind yourself of that and get done as much as you can. I did forget to mention that with the Fly Lady system, she recommends you work on the zone cleaning 15 minutes a day. So you do like a little bit of here and there in the zone throughout the week. I do it once a week on the weekend. That's the timing lines up with when I do these episodes. But either way, it's really just about getting done what works for you. So like I said, we're in zone 2, the kitchen. So the things that I have on my list for the kitchen for our zone cleaning is to clean out the freezer, just, pull it out, wipe out any crumbs or things like that have gotten in there. I know that we get crumbs in the freezer, even though it seems like odd, but, say there's like a bag of frozen chicken nuggets or something like that, and the kids will just kind of reach in and grab them like out of the bag and then just kind of close the bag and crumbs will fall out, or I don't know, sometimes maybe if there was like ice cream or who knows what, sometimes sticky stuff will get on the bottom. So just pulling it out, wiping it all out, and then also going through what's in the fridge to make sure everything in there is still usable. Like sometimes you'll find like a freezer burned bag of food that's just like maybe a couple little tiny pieces left or something that needs to be thrown out. Sometimes you can consolidate stuff, reorganize it so people see what you have. Anyway, so cleaning out the freezer is always good to do. I don't do that super often, but it's definitely a good one to get done. Straighten the drawers in your kitchen if you have any drawers that need to be straightened out, like a junk drawer or whatever. Maybe you just need to like look through and see if anything got put in there that doesn't belong, that needs to go get put somewhere else. Wipe down the walls. You could do like a spot cleaning, or you could wipe down the whole kitchen, whatever you feel up to or you have time for. Especially you want to focus like behind the sink area and behind the stove area. Those seem to get like splatters sometimes, like from either the sink water or from cooking or whatever. Clean out under the sink. Sometimes it's nice to just kind of pull out. I think most people, I know I do, keep cleaning supplies under the sink and sponges and things like that, dishwasher tabs and dish detergent. And it's just kind of nice to just pull all that out, see what you have in there. That's the same thing. Sometimes where odd cleaners might get stuck under there or something like that. So you want to just reach under there and pull everything out, see what's in there, put things back. If there's like a random cleaner that doesn't necessarily belong in the kitchen, get those put back, and then just wipe it out and just reorganize it. It just feels nice when you open it and it's all nice and organized and clean under there. We have a drawer under the oven that needs to just be pulled out and dusted. I don't use it, but it still does need to be cleaned occasionally. Honestly, I really need to do that one. That's one of the ones I always skip. So I need to do that soon. I know I need to do that. What happens sometimes is I focus on the things that are of most importance. And then if I don't get enough done by time I come around to the next zone, if there's things that are visual, like that you can really see that really need to be done, I'm going to wind up doing those instead of continuing through the list, even though ideally you should continue through the list and get everything done. But I do tend to, obviously, if I could see like there's dust on something that everybody can see, I'm going to take my time and do that and then maybe not get to the other things on the list. So I definitely want to get better on working through the entire list and getting everything done. So I know I definitely need to do that drawer under the oven. We have a paper towel holder that's like attached to the wall, and it does get dusty. Like the top portion of it, I guess, like the flat surface. So that needs to get dusted. It's like literally half a second. It's just more of a reminder because the one time I saw there was like dust accumulating on it. I was like, oh, I need to make sure I wipe that down. Scrubbing the stovetop. This is more just like a really deep scrub, not like your normal wipe down after you cook every night, just maybe with some harsher cleaners or scrubbing pads that are like, a little bit stronger. Soaking the stovetop burners, if you have like removable burners, I have like a little tub that I put in the sink and I fill it up with really hot soapy water, and I'll just like soak those in there. Sometimes I'll put some baking soda and just kind of scrub off anything that might have like burnt onto them. I have like a little scrub brush holder that's at the sink, and that needs to be just wiped down and cleaned periodically just to keep it nice. We have a floor vent in our kitchen for the heating system, so I have to like just kind of pull that out, and because things like crumbs and stuff, because it's by our kitchen table, so like crumbs and things like that will sometimes fall into there, or when you're sweeping, stuff might get pushed in by accident. So I'll just kind of pull it out and like shake it out into the garbage and then just wipe it so that it doesn't look gross when someone like looks down at the floor vent. Wash the oven mitts. I usually just grab, this is a real quick and easy one that you can always do. I'll just grab the ones that are currently in use, and I'll just throw them into the next load of laundry, and then I'll just grab a new set and put them out. So that's just like a real quick swap, and that's one of those nice easy checks that you can get on your list. We have a water cooler, so the drip tray has to be cleaned out where the water drips, when you get water in your cup. Wipe down all your appliances. That's another quick and easy one. Clean the window, the glass, but then also opening it up and cleaning the windowsill. so that it can sometimes, especially like if you have a screen, like it can get like a little bit dirty from whatever outside. So just like wiping that out, making it nice. Clean the ceiling fan. So I have a funny story about the ceiling fan. It's kind of embarrassing, but I had really gotten behind on my chores for a while. I was having a really, really busy time at work, and everything just had to get put on hold for a little while. And it was just really crazy. I was working nonstop. And I looked up at my ceiling fan, and there was like dust. It's hard to describe it, but it was kind of flung onto the ceiling from the ceiling fan, like as if when the fan would spin, I guess it was like flinging dust onto the ceiling. And I noticed there was like little specks of dust on my ceiling in the kitchen. And so then I like looked at the fan itself, and I was like, oh my gosh, there was so much dust on it. I couldn't even believe it. That's never happened before. So obviously, I didn't wait till it was time for the kitchen zone. I got up there on a chair and I cleaned the ceiling fan, and I wiped down the ceiling, and I was like, that can never happen again. Because I was like, oh my gosh, if someone came over and saw that, I'd be so embarrassed. But anyway, so clean the ceiling fan, wipe down your cabinets. I usually just take like a wet microfiber cloth, and I'll just kind of start at the top and just kind of wipe down really quickly. Of course, on the lower cabinets, you might need to focus a little more time if something's like spilled down the counter, like a drip or something like that. Clean any light fixtures you have in the kitchen. Sometimes dust or whatever like gets in there, or like a dead bug or something like that. Clean any pet dishes if you have pet dishes in your kitchen, or if not, you could still do it while you're in that zone. I usually just soak ours in the sink with hot soap and water, and then I dry them out. Clean the oven. I think everyone pretty much has a self-cleaning oven these days, so that's pretty easy one to get going. It's just a matter of depending on if you're going to have company soon, you don't want your house to smell like it does with the oven after you clean it. Cleaning the top of the fridge, just wiping it down, making sure it's not dusty. If you have anything up there, just removing it, wiping everything down, putting it back if you need to. Clean the oven door, just the front of it, just to wipe it down, depending on what type of surface it is, Windex or a general cleaner. Same with the dishwasher. Cleaning the garbage can if you have like a really any garbage can, but if you have like a standalone garbage can, definitely you want to just kind of spray the whole thing down and wipe the whole thing, just like with a cleaner that has like I'm not thinking of the right word, like a strong cleaner that like kills germs. You want to wipe that down and get it really clean once in a while. This is a random one on my list, but I have to dust wine glasses that we have hanging on a wine rack, because otherwise they'll get like dusty on them and they'll get like a little film. So now I always make sure I do that, and I make sure to rotate and use those ones too, so that doesn't really happen because they get washed regularly. Clean the dishwasher. You can do this with, I believe if you put a cup of vinegar in a cup in the top rack, and then sprinkle some baking soda in the bottom, and then you just run it on like the highest cycle, or like the sanitized cycle. Clean out, if you have like a utensil organizer, just kind of take the utensils out, wipe it out, and put them back in. That's a quick, easy one, and it makes a pretty nice impact because it looks nice and clean. And then maybe pick a section of your cabinet if you want to reorganize. Maybe food needs to be reorganized, or that's kind of where I talk about reorganizing. I'm not really reorganizing like dishes and plates. Those all kind of have their places where they go, but food sometimes needs to be like reorganized or gone through. So maybe just pick a section if you might have that to do. And then also this is the last thing I have on my list, is to wipe down kitchen chairs. Like, just kind of look at them, see has anything splashed or spilled on them, and then just kind of wipe them down if needed. So that's all I have on my list for today. I hope this is helpful for you. I hope the sound wasn't too bad. I'm having a problem with my microphone, so I had to just use the actual regular iPhone microphone, so I hope it sounds okay. But anyway, that's it for today. If you'd like to reach me, you can find me at facebook.com/Lola's Frugal Life. You can post a message on the page, or you can send me a direct message. I also have a private listeners group at facebook.com/groups/Lola's Frugal Life. You can submit a request to join, and I usually check that every single day, so you'll get admitted to the group very, very quickly. Also, don't forget to subscribe on whatever platform you're listening. And if you enjoy the show, please, if you would be kind enough to leave me a 5-star rating, that would be really helpful. It's supposed to really help with having the show be found by others. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a really awesome day.